All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome. How's everybody doing? So good, you got to hear it twice. And having a little fun today too. Hey, look, Doge is up, alts are up, Bitcoin's up a little bit, but is this the start of alt season? We're going to talk about that, but we do have an upswing in the price of Doge, and we've got Jasmy breaking out as well. So when we talk about that, we're going to look at how altcoins are performing overall, because over the past month and a half, they kind of got beaten down quite a bit from the highs that we had back in early December. So we're going to look at that just to put it in context. Of course, you guys know that I am in a mode of trying to take profits, and I'm trying, but God, it's hard to sell. It's really hard to sell right now because I know where this is going. And I don't want to sell now, but I have to. And I have to look for those opportunities to de-risk just in case, take my profits. So that's where I am. That's the situation I'm in. But hey, we got a lot to cover. Let me get down here in the corner and let's get started. The first thing I noticed, Bitcoin at 105. Holding strong, only up about 2 points. Doge is up 3.5. ETH is up 5. Algo is up 6. So we have a lot of alts up over 10, like Harmony One and Litecoin. And then we'll get to Jasmy in a little bit. But this Bitcoin chart, kind of interesting. Ali posted this today. The TD sequential indicator presents a sell signal on the Bitcoin 4-hour chart, anticipating a price correction. And I'm like, is anybody going to sell their Bitcoin right now? I mean, we talk about Ali a lot, like his crazy, like price predictions going up. But every once in a while, he starts posting these TD sequential things. And I'm just like, wait a minute. I'm not selling my Bitcoin. And in fact, nothing I'm seeing right now indicates a price correction. We just had one. We just had a big one. And it's like, yes. So for those people that do TA and like their TD sequential, I'm like, okay, you can do that. But I'm not selling. I'm not selling. So that's kind of interesting. So we start with that just because people ask me all the time, do you follow any indicators? And I'm like, yeah, no. Like we had a buy price on Doge on a TD sequential at 35 cents. And then Doge turned around in a few days, dumped down to 31. And of course, the TD sequential indicator then showed another buy. But if you had bought at 35, because TD sequential was saying it looked like there was going to be an uptick. Well, it didn't. It went lower. So you never know. But people, you do what you got to do, right? Of course, you know me. I am a longer-term holder. Buy on the dips, DCA, hold at least a year so I don't have to pay that short-term capital gains tax. I've been very consistent about that. And that's generally how I trade, like about 80 to 90%. And every once in a while, I take a short-term look at something. But so we start with that. TD sequential indicator, Bitcoin sell. Not me. Jasmy. What is Jasmy doing today? Let's take a look at the Jasmy chart. And here we have up 30% today for Jasmy. We look at crypto market cap. We look at the top 100, and over the past 24 hours, the number one gainer is Jasmy. Yes, Jasmy. Looking great today. I took half of my Jasmy profit today. I took half my profit today because, again, I'm looking at a short window here, and the thing that challenges me here is because this looks great, right? On a short term, we were just here at 2.3, right at support, and Jasmy breaks out of this longer term downward trending wedge, right? This is Jasmy. It has been down, and this, of course, is since early December. Jasmy was up here over 5 cents. I did not sell there. I did not know I was going to be buying a house in February. Back in December, if I had known that, I would have taken profits there, but I didn't. I'm expecting Jasmy to go up to this level. Unfortunately, I have to start taking profits. I sold half, only half. I'm going to see what happens here. Again, this is like I say, you don't have to sell all at any time, right? You can take measured moves when you do your trading, either buying or selling. I sold half. I don't know what's going to happen the next couple of weeks, but with this breakout from this downward channel, this looked like a great opportunity just to take some profits. I was expecting 4 cents. I thought we would already be there, but unfortunately, 3.1 right in there, I took some profit. But it's not just Jasmy. We look at Rose, Oasis, was up here at 14 cents, and now it's down to 6 cents. It's just over my average buy price now. I need this to go higher. Look at Optimism, way up early December, up at $2.70, now $1.40. We have my loop ring, which I'm way down on. This is my biggest loser. We were getting close here in December. I was almost break even, and then crunch. And we can see it again and again. Here's Fetch, up from $2.17 all the way down to $1.05. We have Stacks all the way from almost $3 down to $1.32. Arbitrum got killed from $1.20 down to 60. Almost all of them have lost half of their value from early December. And so people who have heavy alts, for the most part, that's what you've seen. There are a number of them that have held up pretty well. XRP, for instance. XRP is higher now than it was in early December. That one is looking good. We have a Chainlink. Chainlink is actually not too bad from its early December high. And then we've recently been watching Litecoin make a comeback. And Litecoin is very close to where it was. So overall, there's a number of them. And each bar is another one. Still didn't lose much value from early December. So it depends on where you are positioned in your portfolio, how much your portfolio is down. Now, there's also other memes that have gone up. So if you were into Fartcoin or any of those, right, you might be a little up on those. But again, be careful with those because when they drop, they keep dropping and dropping. And then we don't hear from them again. Nobody asks me to see the Fartcoin chart, right, when Fartcoin was down 50%. Or the Toshi chart if the Toshi's down 50%. But we talk about Jasmy now because a lot of people here own Jasmy, and Jasmy just had a nice 30% run. It is starting to pull back here a little bit, almost back to my sell price, which was right around here. I sold on this second green candle here, which was right about there. It's like 3.1. It was like up 3.1, like right there. So that's where I sold about half of my Jasmy there. And it's retracing a bit. But what do we say about Jasmy? Rajiv says, look, Jasmy, a cryptocurrency project of a Tokyo-based Internet of Things provider called the Jasmy Corporation. As a system, the Internet of Things includes mechanical and digital elements endowed with an identifier and the ability to transmit data. And what they use that for are like storage lockers. And the whole storage locker piece of Jasmy is something that the Jasmy token actually has a use case for. The Internet of Things company, Jasmy, specializes in buying and selling data, which is why they need the storage lockers. And the Jasmy platform connects two categories, service providers and data users. So for those wondering what Jasmy does, there you go. But right now, the rockets are loading because Jasmy looks like, after it takes a little breather from this initial breakout, will most likely go higher. So that's what we start. We start with Jasmy. If anyone wants to talk more about Jasmy later, we can do that. But I continue. Dogecoin. Very interesting post from Kev this afternoon. This is a great post. Dogecoin pulled an 8x from the bottom of the market. So this goes back to June of 2022 when Dogecoin was 5 cents. So 5 cents to 40 cents, right? That's an 8x. An 8x, 800% up from the low of the bear market. And this is in a period where Bitcoin dominance is rising, right? We have seen the continual uptrend of Bitcoin dominance. And yet Dogecoin still pulls an 8x. That is outperforming Bitcoin. That's right. It has outperformed Bitcoin since the low of the bear market. At the same time, not only was Bitcoin dominance rising, interest rates were rising, liquidity was being sucked out of the market, and we felt it. What do you think is going to happen with Doge when the opposite occurs? Bitcoin dominance falling, interest rates falling, liquidity entering back into the market. What do you think Dogecoin's going to do? That's a great post by Kev. I like that one. And I did like it. I actually gave it a heart there because that's a good one. Altcoin Sherpa says, wait a sec, you forgot about ETH. Look at ETH. ETH is starting to tick up right here. ETH is starting to tick up. And Altcoin Sherpa is saying, shh, 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 shh. Nobody say a thing. Nobody say a thing. Don't tell anybody that ETH is starting to break out. Don't say anything. Shh. We want ETH to quietly break out. And then we can have alt season. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, ETH. Let's go. Come on, ETH. And Crypto Rover says, hey, look at Bitcoin dominance. We're right there. Time to dump it. Let's dump Bitcoin dominance. Now, for those holding Bitcoin, of which I do hold a Bitcoin, I want Bitcoin to do well, but I want the alts to take off now. Let's get going in this bull market. Let's let it play out. Let ETH go. Let the alts go. And Doge. Let's go. Let us go. Is Dogecoin ready to rocket? Fibonacci signals major 50% price upswing. So here's the upswing part of today's live stream. Dogecoin follows a predictable cycle of slow declines and then sudden surges. That's right. And I've been talking about that. You want to be in Dogecoin when those sudden surges come. That's when you want to be in Doge. You don't want to sell because Dogecoin's kind of drifting sideways, maybe a little down, and you're getting bored and you're like, oh, Doge is dead, and you sell, and then the day after it just rockets, just like Jasmy did. That can happen with Doge. Market timing is critical. I don't know how many times I can say that. If you're trying to swing trade Dogecoin, you do not want to be out of your Dogecoin when Doge takes off. Altcoins often move before most investors react. There's a lot of chasing of Jasmy today. A lot of people chasing Jasmy, which might not be bad because it's way down from where it was back in December, and they may be able to hitch a ride up and they may be able to double their money. We'll see. Buying at 3 cents, I don't know, maybe 1.5 times, or we'll see how that goes with Jasmy going forward. Doge is testing key Fibonacci levels, signaling a possible breakout. And you know me, I don't really follow the fib lines and all of that. That's not my thing. But many traders are entering positions too late, buying near local tops, and enduring prolonged drawdowns. And I know there's some of you that are like this, but you're learning. And this is how we learn, right? This is how we learn. You don't buy the top. You don't sell low. Patience, you know, all of that. Not financial advice. These corrections, often exceeding 50%, test patience and lead to capitulation before another upward surge. And I know there are some who have sold their Doge and they could miss out. They could miss out. I don't know how clearer to say it than this. So, unlike weaker altcoins that fail to recover from downturns, I'm talking about you, Fartcoin, we will see whether you're one of those or not, Doge has repeatedly demonstrated resilience. It remains one of the few altcoins that have kept pace with Bitcoin over multiple market cycles. Not only kept pace, but has actually outperformed. And not too many people talk about it, but Kriss does, of course, because it's true. The Bitcoin maxis don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. So timing plays a crucial role in maximizing gains. Waiting for confirmation of momentum often means missing the initial breakout. That is, if you're a trader and you're out of your Doge position. If you're holding your Doge position, you don't miss the initial breakout because you're holding. That's the way Doge trades. And there's so many things going on. Dogecoin ETF boosts hopes for a 600% surge. We've got Render, Litecoin, and Jasmy in focus. This is what is happening. Dogecoin warming up for a potential surge if the Doge ETF is approved. Bitwise has filed their S1 registration with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for the launch of a Dogecoin exchange-traded ETF. And of course, we covered the Rex Osprey one last week as well. So now there's two. Jeffrey Seifert says that a Dogecoin ETF, if approved, meme coins are becoming more mainstream in financial markets. If approved, this will give institutional retail investors regulated access to Dogecoin. So it's all looking good. What's happening with Render? We can skip that. Litecoin, the hash rate is up. There is a Litecoin ETF as well that has been filed for. So Litecoin has been performing very well. And now we've got Jasmy. Now, these guys have shown Jasmy with this somewhat cup and handle. We could see that. But then there was another little downtick before today's breakout. But that's okay. It's all good. Analysts think a breakout of this pattern could push Jasmy to a fib resistance of 30 cents to $1. Well, again, these fib lines up here, They go way back in Jasmy's past when Jasmy didn't have anywhere near as many tokens. All of these cliffs of all of these big red downward trends, that was huge Jasmy token unlocks. There's a lot more Jasmy in circulation now than there was a couple years ago. So that's what's going on there. And then we close with this. We're getting close to the end of January. Of course, you guys want to know what's my February price prediction. You got to wait for Saturday for that. Saturday, I'll have a video outlining the month of February. But as we close out January, Bitcoin is up 12%. ETH is down 2%. So that shows you the weakness that ETH has had in the month of January, where ETH is in the red, while Bitcoin is in the green. Is ETH finally going to start turning around? Well, that 2% used to be like 3 or 4%, and it's turned around somewhat, but still in the red. But meanwhile, Dogecoin, well, Dogecoin is up 6% in the green. So like right in between ETH and Bitcoin. That's how Dogecoin is trading so far in January. It is in the green. For those saying, oh, Dogecoin's not doing anything, I'm like, you're up 6% for the month so far. I don't know what you're complaining about. Yes, it was up over 40 cents in December. And I just showed you what happened to all the alts just getting crushed, particularly after that disastrous December 20th FOMC meeting where Powell was like incredibly bearish for 2025 and alts dumped hard. And Kriss pays the price of not taking profits back in December before then. But I didn't know I would be buying a house so soon. So we have that. So that's where we are, guys. How's everybody doing? Dogecoin is on an upswing, kind of a double upswing here. We had a nice move this morning, some profit taking from some investors, and now moving up for that second leg. Bitcoin kind of doing the same thing. So that's looking good for Bitcoin. Boss, you got me 3 subs today. Are you spreading the word, spreading the love? Are they buying Dogecoin too? That would be awesome. Hey, Gavin, how are you? Ryan, everybody like the stream? Get those likes up. 300 viewers and only 56 of you like this. Yeah, we can do better than that. Get other people coming in. We got a ways to go this afternoon. Green in the market, guys. Green in the market. We should have more people in here talking crypto, Bitcoin, Doge, Jasmy, and we'll take a look at some other coins and tokens too. We will take a look. Judah Bagalo, how are you? I'll be happy if Doge hits 50 cents by the end of next month. Will Doge hit 50 cents in February? Something for me to take a look at. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. Ms. KrissPax and I are very excited. We talked to our realtor last night, just, wrapping up a number of things, a few loose ends, getting ready. Less than 3 weeks away. We're excited. Hamid, on CoinEx, Doge hit 40 cents. So what can happen is on different exchanges, Doge can have different prices. 40 cents is a bit out of the range you would normally see. Must be low liquidity on CoinEx because Doge should not be that far out of line with Binance and Coinbase. So, Doge only got up to just under 34 cents here. So 40 cents is way out of line. The arb traders were probably loving that because they could take their Doge, flip it over to CoinEx and sell it there, and then buy it back in on Binance for a lot cheaper. That's how arb trading works. Interesting. Did Europe do something with Bitcoin reserves? Not that I heard. EU's they're talking about maybe a central bank digital currency or something, not Bitcoin reserves. There's a few individual countries that are talking about it, like Germany or France or a few others, but not the EU. ETH double bottomed on a 2-hour chart. Double bottomed on a 2-hour chart for ETH. Yeah, you could say that. It's a pretty short time frame, but yeah, you could say that. Little double bottom action there. And then let's go. Kind of missed that a little bit. I should have gone to the arrow mode. Instead, I'm just drawing little lines. Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad. You get the idea, though. Again, not quite back up to where we were on Sunday. ETH is not up there yet. And if we compare others to where they were on Sunday before the DeepSeek AI scare that dumped the market, again, that was just the market makers dumping it to flush out a lot of leverage trading. ETH should at least be up at 33 and is only at 32. Doge also not up at that level yet. Doge trying to break over this 34-cent line before we can go higher on the 2-hour chart for Doge. Hey, Doge Runner, how are you? Greetings, Lucifer. Vance, how are you? I am not buying my house in crypto. The real estate market, especially here in Boston, there's no crypto trading going on. I got to sell the crypto, got to sell it into US dollars, and then withdraw the US dollars from the exchange to my bank. And then on the morning of the 18th, I have to go to my bank and get a cashier's check, a big ass cashier's check. That's what I'm doing. The hit here, does Litecoin have a future ETF that will sell off when the spot ETF happens? No, there's no Litecoin futures thing like a grayscale thing. So as I've been saying about the Doge ETF, Litecoin as well should probably trade pretty well when their ETF gets approved, because there's no futures product that's going to be selling. That's pretty bullish for Litecoin. I will hold Doge until my last breath. A-Star thinks we're going to get up to the 42, 43 cent area in February. I'm feeling pretty bullish about February myself. The crypto.com is always a penny higher. So you're buying in at a higher price. But does that mean when you sell, you also sell at a higher price? I haven't sold anything on crypto.com yet, so I don't know. I don't know. Gamba bought Jasmy at 2.6 cents, sold it today at 3.3. Well, are you planning on buying back in at a lower price? Or are you're just booking your profit on Jasmy and you're good with it? Because Jasmy might just be turning around and going higher here. I don't know. XRP always has fake news. Totally fake, Shemi. Those XRP army folks are always doing that crap. F1, you recruited more viewers today. Feeling bullish on Pepe. 0.000054 for Pepe. It's at 13. You think it's going to go a 4x from here? I mean, its all-time high is just 28 that we had there on December 9th. So I don't know. Again, we'll see. It looks like Pepe bounced pretty well here off of 11.4. on the daily chart, but that's a long ways to go now just on its own. Pepe would need some big catalyst here. Certainly if ETH started to run, that could help Pepe and SHIB, both of which have been beaten down pretty hard. But we'll see. Just getting back to its previous all-time high, I think is going to be a challenge for Pepe at this point. For those that haven't been here before and don't know me, I do try and keep things real here, and it's not all rocket ships and everything going to the moon, which is why I appreciate the likes and the subs, because we try and keep it real here. Everything's not going to 10x from here. Unfortunately, this bull cycle, we're already well into it. I mean, I made a 10x on my Jasmy so far, which is why I didn't mind taking some profit today, because I booked a 10x profit on something I bought at 0.003 just about a year and a half ago. So I didn't feel too bad about booking that profit. Czech Republic has approved Bitcoin with a national bank. Interesting, Jason. Crack is right. We really haven't seen alt season. We might not see it. And that's some other YouTubers are saying that. But it is out there. The EU came out and said Bitcoin will not have a place in the EU bank. Of course they would. They may change their tune. Let's see. DeepSeek had a data breach already. Oh, dear. I tell you, that was such an overreaction Sunday night, Monday morning. The whole dump in the market because of this DeepSeek thing. I mean, it's China. Come on. With millions of cryptos out there, I think it's the loyal ones that would end up being the winners. Let's go Doge. I still expect crypto will continue to pump this cycle. As I've been saying, we're still very early, 2025. At least give it till April or May. It's not that far away. At least give it to there before the summer. Give this bull market a chance to really play out. Now, there's always a risk there. Nothing's guaranteed, but at least give it a chance. Dogecoin to the moon. Well, Kins, it's not a mansion, but it's a nice house in Boston. I'll leave it at that. February will be a good month. Yay, Blue Horse. Good morning. How are you? Cheers. Hope you're enjoying your morning tea or coffee. Jukes. Watch for my video on Saturday for my February price predictions. Bitcoin needs to break 105,840. Well, I mean, it was already up at 106 this morning. Already 106. So I think you've got to think about 106,440 here. Crow. Hey, Crow token, crypto.com. It's probably going to go crazy when there's a true alt season. Until then, it's kind of just going up and down. So, but yeah, true alt season will help the Crow token a lot. You're going to buy in again if it drops below 30. Or 3, I mean, for Jasmy. 3 cents. That would be a decent swing. I don't know if it's going to drop back down there, but again, in the big picture of things, those are small moves. I mean, they're really small moves when you zoom out. Taking a profit at like 3.2 and then buying back in at 3, that's such a small slice. How much extra Jasmy are you going to have by doing that? And in the United States, then you're doing your short-term capital gains tax if you haven't held it for a year. To me, that kind of slice there, that small move, unless you're buying like millions of Jasmy, it's not much. But you do you, and you enjoy it. I just say be careful with that kind of strategy, because you could miss out on a big run. If Jasmy just turns around and just starts moving up to 3.7, 3.8, 4 cents, and you're out of that Jasmy position because you're waiting for it to drop back below 3, that's the risk. I noticed on crypto, you buy at a higher price, well, still cheaper than the Trust Wallet. Well, Trust Wallet isn't really an exchange. So when you buy something on Trust Wallet, you just get whatever price they show. That's not an actual price. You need to compare it instead to how it's trading on Binance or Coinbase. Those are where the most liquidity is. Those are really the real prices, not Trust Wallet. Doge Runner, you're keeping your Jasmy to go higher. Ondo went on a nice run. I still don't know how Ondo is trading so well after that huge token unlock, but it's up 8%, decent. Got back over this 150 resistance line, so it was able to break through that. It did that last night. So yeah, Ondo's move was really last night, this big move. And then it's kind of traded sideways since then. So the day's trading today is pretty much sideways. It was last night when Ondo had this big move. But it broke resistance, which is great. $1.50. Doge life or no life. Hey, Matt, my goal is after I pay off all my bills, cars, credit card, most of the house, to put $30,000 in the money market, which earns 4% interest, and just prepare for the next bull cycle. I hope they hold those 4% interest rates. I have a feeling once we get into next year, we're going to see those interest rates slide down. That's just my guess, though. Damien, yes, I liked your post. Awesome. Do more and tag me on them so I see them. But that was a good one. That consolidation period, man, people were dying in March of 2021. It was just like we had all that momentum for Doge, the largest volume trading Dogecoin has ever had. And in late February and through March, Doge was dead. Practically no volume trading. So yeah, that was a good analogy there to where we are now. Although now is a little more volatile than that. That was just flatlined. And your chart showed that really well. So thanks, Damien. That was cool. I called my advisor today to set up an appointment to talk about what he thinks about Megal. I've never swing traded anything. Your advisor is going to tell you don't buy Megal, Matt. That's what your advisor is going to say. Why are you buying this crap Chinese company? So good luck with that. But there's no advisor that's going to tell you to buy that. You should buy Apple, or you should buy Microsoft, or you should buy NVIDIA, right? Megal is just something you should play with on Robinhood. That's what I say. It's at 53 cents right now, almost to my 49-cent buy price. And then when it goes up over 60 cents, we'll see how it's trading and sell again and do it again. Time and time again. Free money, not financial advice. If ETH runs, will Trump run? No, Trump is not tied to ETH. The World Liberty Finance, if that ever starts publicly trading, that would be the play with ETH. Trump is built on Solana. It will just it'll just trade independently. And actually, it's doing crap today. It's one of the biggest losers of the day. It's just not a lot of attention on the Trump token right now. Starting to think no income tax for American crypto is just pump news. Trump never said that. He may not. I know, but Eric did. Eric Trump said it. And I think it's something Don and Eric are pushing. So, and Trump listens to his kids. So we'll see. Thank you, Kalina. I appreciate that. What is OM? What was OM? OM up 20% today. I don't remember. Mantra. That's what OM is. It's mantra. Why was mantra going up today? I don't know. You know, a mantra is ranked number 28 now. Mantra Finance is at the forefront of integrating asset tokenization into a UAE-based platform, focusing on real estate. Oh, so this is Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Mantra. So there's probably big Dubai money flowing into this thing. That's what I would guess. Interesting. Mantra. Hey, if you own it, good call. Good call. Hey, MB, how are you? Let's pray for the Doge reserve. Hey, I'm pushing for it. It's really just a joke. There's not going to be a Dogecoin strategic reserve. I'm just having fun with it. I post it on X and people take me seriously. And I'm like, it's Dogecoin. It's a meme. Come on. You got to have a little fun, right? Got to have a little fun. The EU bank needs to get their liberal heads out of their arses, right? Because that's the same thing like Elizabeth Warren says. Bitcoin's used for criminal money laundering. Have you seen the US dollar? Have you seen the EU, like the euro, and how much that is used for criminal activities? A lot more than Bitcoin. The real issue with DeepSeek is the data shared with it. It makes TikTok look like a kindergartner's game. That's what I guessed. I said that on Monday. And now people are looking into it and they're finding out, yep, that's a Chinese app for you. Are we going to retest 28 or 29? Right now, we've got really strong support at 31, and we're at 33 now. So the only test below 30 would be if Bitcoin did another huge leverage flush. And for that, we would need some really bad news to drive prices down. And we haven't really seen that. I mean, even this AI, flush thing, Dogecoin held 31. So it did not go down to 28 or 29 when that dump happened. So I've got this blue line at 31.5. I've got the yellow at 34, and we're trading in that zone now. And I'll be watching that as support and resistance. Good evening, Max. I don't believe, Jason, it needs a strong 4-hour candle. If it actually traded to that price, then that is a price. And so Bitcoin would need to trade higher than 106.4 to confirm the next leg up. I don't look at it, well, this candle shows this and this candle shows that. There's still a wick up to 106.4. I know other TA people only do the bodies, but I don't. It actually traded up to 1064. So 1064 is now resistance. That's how I look at it. Hey, KB, how are you? Yep, got to catch up. Got to catch up. Good stuff in the first 10 minutes. Good stuff. You do you. I know, right? You do you. V-Chain is another one of those, Miko. Just like I was saying earlier, if you look at the 4-hour chart, which we're on, we zoom out, we see where it was back in December. And it came up to 7, almost 8 cents. And now it's at like 4.5. Didn't drop by more than half like many others did, but still a lot of weakness there, like many other alts. Yeah. So getting back up to 7, 8 cents is going to be a challenge unless we have this huge alt season total breakout. With Jerome Powell's, still talking about quantitative tightening and not easing, that doesn't bode well for a flush of new liquidity into markets, especially for risk on assets like crypto. So may have to hold on to that thought for a little bit. This is just typical up and down trading right now. Ali, you've got $1,000 to reinvest. Right now, if you think ETH is a play, if you think ETH is going to do well from here, that would be one thing I would look at, because we look at the 4-hour and we look at the ETH Bitcoin trading pair. ETH bottomed out at 0.3 right here. And this goes back a long ways. And we've been watching this for a while. If you think ETH is going to break out and you think ETH is a good project, ETH outperforms Bitcoin for the rest of 2025. That can happen. And we've seen that in previous cycles. Exactly, Volks. ETH is primed. Exactly. I mean, look at this. This is ETH versus Bitcoin. It's lost half of its value since in 6 months. In 6 months, Bitcoin has outperformed ETH by 2x. So if you're thinking about, should I buy Bitcoin or should I buy ETH? Well, unless you think ETH is dead and it's just going to maybe go sideways from here, maybe trade along with Bitcoin, you can buy Bitcoin. But ETH is now at really, really super lows against Bitcoin. And then, of course, it'd be 50% ETH and 50% Doge, because Doge is going to go on a huge run at some point in time. But that's not financial advice. I'm just looking at charts, looking at trading history. I would wish 10 cent Jasmy, Redskins. That'd be a 3x from here, a little bit more. And Jasmy can do that. We certainly saw it with momentum last summer. But those people saying 30, 50 cents or $1, I do not see that. Tesla, I know, right? Elon just plays a mean game at Tesla. It's all about long terms. I got lucky, made a quick 200 on a put, $300 on a meta call. Good for you. Again, a little gambling, but I get it. Picking up a little extra money here and there. So I've got some on Robinhood and most through Coinbase. So Coinbase is going to be the big one. That's where my Jasmy is. I've already transferred everything out of the ledger now that I was going to sell. I still hold some in there. some Bitcoin and some Doge, but it's all sitting there ready to sell. And I've got a little bit on crypto.com. Harmony One I sold today as well. That I had to transfer to Binance US because Harmony One does not trade on Coinbase or Robinhood. So I had to transfer that out of the Garda wallet where it was staked to Binance US. Then I had to sell it into Tether. And then I had to transfer Tether from Binance US over to Coinbase in order to then transfer it to my bank, because Binance US, you cannot transfer directly to a bank. So I lost a few dollars there with that Tether move, but had to do it. Had to do it. What's a Doge extension? Faro. Aussie, good day. You sold your second car to get more Doge. That's a boss move. Boss move. I don't know why XLM goes on runs when it does. Stellar doesn't do anything. It generally just follows XRP. But XRP today really didn't do that much. So, yeah, I don't know why XLM did more. I guess XLM is now trading. It's trading more like a meme almost, right? It just goes on these runs. XRP didn't do that this morning, but XLM did. I don't know why. You're waiting for Megal to drop to 49 cents? It just does it again and again. I can't explain it. It just does it again and again. Dogecoin versus XRP. Why not have a little both, Ray? A little of both. XRP could be a wild card in this whole crypto utility narrative because they're in bed with the banks already. Their platform can support CBDCs. Like if the EU wants to do a CBDC, they could run it on Ripple, which of course I'm totally anti that, totally against that. But stuff like that can get XRP's token to pump. That's the way it is. I have not charted ETH yet, Christian. I'll have to take a look at it. Again, I'll have to take a look at it. Short-term thinking. I used to have this line at 36.30. I don't know what that was. I think it's probably more in this 3,500 range. Yeah, about 3,500 would be next resistance. Just at a quick glance. I got to look at it a little more, but 3,500. Is it safe to say we didn't get a Santa rally? Yes. There was no Santa presence this year. I know. And it didn't pump because Eric said it. But if the Trump administration starts pushing a tax law change, then you'll see it. You like my start time for the EU? Evening time? The Dogecoin ETF is going to be a great thing for investing when it starts, and I'm confident it will be approved. It's going to take a while. I mean, I just think it's funny that you're going to have these big investors buying a Dogecoin ETF. That'll be awesome. Doge is amazing. Yes, Jay. World Liberty Finance. I mean, Don and Eric are putting together something, and I don't know what all it's going to do yet, but from Avalanche to Link to ETH, I don't know what's up with that either, but they are buying. And I don't know. The EU are commies. I know, my senator, Elizabeth Warren. ETF season incoming, super cycle, maybe, Aussie. Again, we'll be talking about that in the fall. Again, I still think we're going to see upward movement through early May, and then we're going to start seeing a settling for the summer. And then in October, going to pick it back up again. That's still my overall narrative. And with all these ETFs and all this other investing, depending on what's going on with the stock market, is crypto really going to have a big bear market in 2026? Again, too soon to really dive into that right now. We've got it this year to play out. But it's something. It's something. Trump and his tariff talk spooked the market. Yeah, and I see that, but crypto is outside of that. Crypto has its own things that can make it run without that. So, yep. Again, this is all, to me, it is just a negotiating tactic that Trump is using. He does want to increase this whole Made in America narrative, but he has other things on his agenda he wants to achieve, and the tariff is the big stick. I mean, you saw what happened to Colombia, right? They wouldn't take back their illegal migrants, and then Trump said, okay, here comes the big stick. And the president immediately turned around and not only said, we'll take them, but I'll even send a plane and take them back. And then the threat of the tariffs went away. Can Doge explode without a major catalyst? We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen that yet this year. You know, like the past, since the election, right? It's just, the election was good for the whole crypto market and Doge went up well. Also tied with Elon in this whole Department of Government Efficiency thing. Explosive break, maybe not, but good trading up, yes. Oh, no, Volks. It is the most expensive, but it's not the slowest. ETH is just a dinosaur. A dinosaur. Hey, Weather Girl, does GJT still have potential? $31, it's down about 1.5 points today. Again, I was only going to take it to the election and then post-election. I mean, that's when I sold it. And that ended up being a good time for me, for what I was doing. I think both the DJT stock and the Trump crypto token are both very risky. Maybe you buy a little bit of it and just see what happens, but as Elon says, don't bet the farm on it. You don't know. Can two different people, two different cryptos, incorporate it all into one wallet? Yes, you can do that. Anybody can send a token to a wallet. I can even send a token to your wallet. Now, anybody can, once you've got that wallet address, anybody can send. You, your wife, your friends, relatives, anyone. I don't do any swapping on Ledger Live. On an exchange, you get the best price. Ledger Live is not an exchange. You're going to get whatever price Ledger Live gives you. And additionally, you know, Ledger Live is really to support the Ledger hardware device, right? And you want the top security there. I minimize the amount of time I have Ledger Live open, and it's only in order to transfer crypto from Ledger Live to an exchange or from an exchange to Ledger Live, and that's it. I don't want to be trading on Ledger Live. I don't want to take that risk. The most important thing to me is the security of my crypto that's held long-term on this device. So that's how I do it. Other people use Ledger Live. It's probably fine, but I'm not taking chances. Too many scammers, hackers out there that I am just not chancing it. So I just transferred all of the crypto I'm going to be selling in the next few weeks from my ledger back to Coinbase. And I will do the selling on Coinbase. Yeah, I don't know much about Ondo. Again, we looked at the chart a little while ago. It went up last night. It's been just kind of trading steady. I don't follow it, so I don't know what the news was last night. Kumar, you saw my post on X about Jasmy, and so you bagged some Jasmy on Coinbase. For those that don't know, I did post my Jasmy chart here. The breakout earlier this afternoon we had outside of this falling wedge. So that's a pretty strong signal there. Pretty strong signal. Follow me on X. I am at KrissPax. We have a lot of fun there. Like my Dogecoin post here. Doge is on the upswing, break 34 cents, and then it's up to 40 cents. Let's go Doge. Have a lot of Dogecoin family here on X. And then if you want to get tips in Doge or give tips in Doge on X, just make sure that you have an account on MyDoge, and you can post your wallet address here in your profile. And then when you interact with other people on X who are in the Doge community and are prone to tipping, especially on Tuesdays, tipping Tuesdays, they call it, you might get some Doge. And the MyDoge app is awesome. Again, two-factor authentication, all of that. But for a soft wallet, and it's just Dogecoin, it's a great little wallet. And they continue to update it. They've got Doginals on there now, so you can have these ordinals on Doge, like NFTs, things like that, all on Doge. It's a great little wallet. I don't get paid to say that. I don't have links or anything. Just it's a great little product for Dogecoin. So check that out. The tether fees are actually pretty small, Raiden, but there's something. It's just a little, it's a nuisance, right? It's like $2 here, $2 there. But yeah. And that was just, again, when I bought Harmony One, it was all on Binance US. I was a big Binance US trader. That's where I had most of my holdings when I started. I had some on Robinhood, but I went Binance US heavy. Coinbase wasn't even trading Dogecoin until the summer of 2021. Can you believe that Coinbase just missed like all of that spring of 2021 trading of Doge? That was unbelievable. But now Binance US does not have any on-ramps or off-ramps for fiat to a bank. So I cleared everything out of Binance US, including my Harmony One, which I actually had already transferred to Garda, which does Harmony One staking. And so I was staking it. So that's what I did. I don't know anything about scale. Yes, Uncle Sam is going to be very happy about my crypto trading and crypto profits. Unless Eric Trump can get to Daddy, and he can get Daddy to push this no tax on crypto profits thing. And even if it's just American companies, that's like half, right, of my profits. I'll take that. I think Litecoin is very strong, Max, and I think with its Litecoin ETF will probably get approved. That's going to be pretty strong. People call Jasmy as Japan's Bitcoin. It really isn't. It's a token. It's built on Ethereum. Doesn't have its own blockchain. It's not proof of work. It's not Bitcoin. But it's the only kind of real major crypto that's based in Japan. So it has that. Yes, Jay, I meant holding XRP through the bear market because we don't know this whole thing about the banks and crypto and XRP's involvement, that XRP may be one that weathers the bear market along with Bitcoin. And if they do fall back, they're not going to fall back as much as other alts. They'll be much less volatile. That's what I think. We'll see. I don't think PCE is going to mean much tomorrow, Damien. I hope the numbers come in good and everything rockets up. We get a big pump. I always like that. Max, we can talk about other coins. Jasmy's a good one. I just made a ton of money on Jasmy. I mean, come on. No, I couldn't have all the questioning on today. I saw a couple highlights for Patel and Tulsi Gabbard on X, just a few highlights. In the end, if all the Republicans vote yay, he's in. And I think they're going to follow Trump and he's going to get all yays. Tulsi, that's a little questionable, but still, we'll see how it plays out. Same with RFK Jr. What's up, Tats? How are you? We figured out a whale would be someone who had at least like 50 million Dogecoin. Small whale, maybe 10 million. But even if you tried to sell all 10 million at one time, would that really drop the price in the market? I don't know. Craig, so there was a fork of Ethereum that happened. And you can just Google that or ask ChatGPT or DeepSeek, if you have DeepSeek, about the fork of ETH that made ETH an ETH Classic. Because there was, let's say, a disagreement in the future of ETH, and Vitalik was pushing one thing, and a lot of people in the ETH community were pushing something else. And so the crypto forked. If you want to know what forking is, you can Google that as well to understand what a fork is in a crypto project. But that was it. And so the ETH Classic ended up becoming a ghost chain because everybody followed Vitalik for a smart contract platform. And that's why there's ETH in ETH Classic. But people still trade ETH Classic. It's a proof of work cryptocurrency. It just doesn't have a lot of use case. Surprised Vitalik hasn't been working on making ETH faster. Well, it did get faster by changing from proof of work to proof of stake. That did make it faster, but all the miners left. And the miners that were supporting it was actually a good thing. Now that we're looking back in retrospect, that was a good thing for ETH. And now that's gone. Don't take your ledger to a Diddy party. Is the Johnny Walker going to come out? I don't know. I do my selling at different times. Like, I mean, earlier this afternoon when prices were spiking on Jasmy and Harmony One, I wasn't in a drinking position there, let's say. But there will be. Probably after getting the house. Maybe the first stream I do from my new office. Celebrating that. Because that's going to be a big thing. At least for me. You guys might not care. But for me, that's a big thing. Yeah, I don't know why there are negative reviews on MyDoge app. I really don't. Some of them are pretty old, and some of them are questioning, the owner, the creators, like ties to Dogecoin and what he's going to try and influence Dogecoin to do next. But I don't believe that stuff. It's a great little app. LTC ETF, probably in August or September. We'll have to see when people start posting those timelines for ETF approvals. You're not a whale, you're not a shark. SP is a tadpole. It's okay. Okay. Does XRP have a grayscale? I don't know. I don't really follow all that XRP stuff. And what has a futures and what doesn't have a futures. I don't know. Is a Doge serve inevitable this year? I think so. Of course, anything can happen. It's crypto. It can be influenced by markets. And if all the markets start going south for one reason or another, maybe it doesn't. That's always a risk. But I'm still very bullish, particularly for the fall, for Dogecoin, because I think that's when a lot of the action is going to happen. And I know you guys would want to hear February or March, but right now, the big catalysts, I think, are further away. HODL till approval. That's what I'm going to be doing with as much of my Doge as I can hold, depending on what these altcoins do. And if they can get their butts in gear and start going up in price, then I can save more Doge. Because I've got a certain dollar amount I need to have in that check that I have to deliver on February 18th for my cash purchase of my new house. The more these other alts go up before I sell them, the more Doge I get to keep. And that's just the way it is. You're whatever that Nemo fish was. He was lost. Jay, I just can't answer every question, dude. Why are you skipping my question? I do the best I can, and what I do is much better than just about any other YouTube crypto person. So relax. If I missed your question, just ask it again. It's all right. Nothing wrong with it. But don't get mad at me. Which trading app is better for saving a penny? They're all kind of different. There isn't one that's especially cheaper than another. So Coinbase has fees. Robinhood has a big spread between the bid and ask. In my experience, it ends up being about the same. Same with Crypto.com. Also a big spread. It's a lot like Robinhood. Crypto.com has the advantage of having crypto on there that you can't get on Coinbase and Robinhood, like the Peak token we were talking about. You can't buy that on Coinbase. So you don't get the best price on Crypto.com. So penny-wise, Crypto.com is probably not the best trading app. But between Coinbase and Robinhood, they're about the same. Robinhood has no fee, but a big difference spread between the bid and the ask. That's if you're doing market orders. Now, if you do limit orders, then we've talked about that before. You got to be ready for the challenge there on getting your order to fill, where Coinbase has like 0.0001 spread on their Doge trading, where if you did a market order, you're going to get your price and it's going to be the price it shows. If you do a limit order, it's going to sell as soon as the price hits that number. Robinhood limit orders are cheap. Yeah, they're free. It's just right now, if you wanted to sell and you wanted to sell at 3317, you wouldn't get that price. It's going to wait till it drops down to 331 or 330 before you get that 3317 to hit. That's the spread. So as long as you know that, I mean, I hear the complaints all the time. Dogecoin hit 40 cents and my sell order didn't hit. Well, I know it has to go up to 41 cents for your 40 cent to hit, or 40.8 or some number that's higher. And then you get all mad and it's just like, I don't know, I've said it a million times. That's how Robinhood trades. And as soon as you know that and can work with that, but there's no fee, people then complain about Coinbase fees. And I'm like, well, you get fees on Coinbase, but you get the price you want. One or the other. That's how it works. So yes, Coinbase has fees, Robinhood doesn't, but Robinhood has this big spread between the bid and the ask that Coinbase doesn't have. In the end, I think it's about the same. Ha, 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 Dietrich. So funny. AJ, sold all your Jasmy and you bought more Doge. Yeah, take your profit. You never know what's going to happen. Go into Doge. Victor's here. Sell when Kriss sells. He always calls the top. No, I don't. Particularly in this next few weeks, I'm selling knowing that the top isn't in yet. It's just because I've got this thing I need to do. I like the green in the market today. That's helping. But again, as I showed earlier, most of the prices are a lot lower than they were in December. But I didn't know I was buying a house in December quite this soon. It's just how it happened. So I'm doing the best I can. Jasmy at 3.2. So it's still right about where I sold. It went up higher a little bit, coming back down. And then Harmony 1. Here's my 1 chart there. So Harmony 1, I sold up here. And it looks like it's probably going to go higher. And I would bet Harmony 1 will go higher than 2.04. I can guarantee it. But I had to sell. I got to start offloading. And you get something that goes up 10% in a day, and it's in a green candle. Like, you know, you zoom out to the 4-hour, right? And you get this nice green candle coming up, sell. And that's the mode I'm in now. V-chain is coming close. V-chain does a little turnaround, comes back up, I will be selling. Because I have to liquidate all those alts. And then it'll be Doge. Probably between the 10th and the 14th of February. Then I'll have most of my other alts sold, and I will be figuring out how much Doge I need to sell. And I know, ooh, Kriss is selling his Dogecoin. I'm going to have to sell some of it, it looks like. Just don't know yet how much that's going to be. Imagine the crypto world is an ocean. I know. That's retail. 100,000 tadpoles. That's the retail FOMO that can come in. And we haven't seen that yet. What's my next catalyst in the crypto sector? DZ. It sounds like a lot of this stuff is going to hold off. Like this whole Bitcoin strategic reserve is going to be like 6 months from now, because that's the study thing and the Senate subcommittee that Cynthia Loomis is heading. I mean, she'll continue to talk about crypto, but I don't think any decisions are going to be made really quick. So I don't see any specific crypto, like huge catalyst coming soon that's specifically crypto. I don't see it right now. As soon as I see it, I'll let you know. You know, Salty, Binance should contact the SEC and do what they need to do to allow the full Binance to trade in the United States. They should do that because Binance US sucked. I mean, they just sucked. Having to open that up again and transfer my one tokens in there and then trying to sell them. I was getting error messages at first that like I was selling too many. I'm just like, really, come on. So I had to sell them in lots. Just pretty weak. Yeah, we need the full Binance in the United States. We'll see how that plays out. Dogecoin challenge, the meme challenge. Dogecoin helped me get my first house in 2019. I will support Doge forever. Awesome, SP. And me as well. I will support Dogecoin forever because it's primarily what is getting me my house. 88-cent Doge, that's a good number. Very lucky in China, 88. If we just had Chinese New Year, 88 would be awesome. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate it. Like, sub, join, share, Joshua. Everybody need to heed Joshua's post here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Up over 18,000 subs, going toward 20. That's nice. Not that I don't follow the number. I don't have it like flashing all over my live streams and stuff like some people do. But it's nice to get good positive word out to more people. So thanks everybody for your support. We shall pump 200% by the 14th. What dance do we need to do? Well, you know what dance you need to do.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge.
So there it is. That's it right there. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, MarkFit, how are you? Eric, you're looking toward March for doing some selling. You know, there's nothing wrong with taking profits. You do what you got to do. Prices still may go higher, which I think they will, but again, after February's done and into March, I will tell my story and you guys will see the whole picture and you'll be like, yeah, Kriss did very well. And, hey, you know, a Dogecoin ETF does kind of take Doge beyond a meme coin, doesn't it? That's a legitimate investing vehicle, an ETF. Not just a meme coin anymore. That is true. What's up, Victor? Yeah, you're the snake. Miss KrissPax does not like snakes. She's like, nope, don't even say the word. I don't like snakes. And I'm like, this is going to be a really big year for us, though. And it's happening in the year of the snake. And she's like, oh, I don't like snakes. It's kind of funny. Between me and her. People are being selfish and demanding. Sure, KB, that happens. That's okay. I'm used to it. Oh yeah, eights are the luckiest number in China. Anything with eights in it, just don't put fours. Fours are bad. Fours are bad. Eights are good. BQN is confident Doge is going to reach $1. We'll be tracking it all along the way. I'm not going anywhere. You know, isn't that funny? Not really me dancing. Yes, that wasn't me. There's a lot of them out there, though, of that same clip. There's a Jerome Powell one out there. There's a bunch of other ones. Same thing. It was fun to make, though. Haven't seen MJ. He showed up yesterday under a new name, and he got banned immediately. Sniped him. Play that on the next cycle. We'll play it a lot. You guys are going to get sick of it. I guess for entertainment value, Ryan, you know, it was kind of funny. Yeah, Darren says, hey, he was wild, made you laugh. Hey, if Bitcoin hit that price and there were Chinese investors, they would learn to love the number 4, wouldn't they? I can't even convince you that that's me. Yep. Slot machines love the 8s too, especially in a casino that has a lot of Asian customers. They love their 8s. Grok identifies Dogecoin as a global monetary system. He's not wrong. Grok is not wrong. I need to get a new, in my new office, I will have a prominent position for my Snoopy. He'll get a prominent position. I just don't have the room here, but yeah, in a month, you'll be seeing him. Along with other stuff, I'll have a whole different background here, and you guys will love it. You guys will love it. Ah, David. I don't even know what those are. Yeah, I just happened to be looking right at the chat when he showed up. Zap. So what's going on, guys? So for those that weren't here, this is what I started with. Ali, I mean, he printed this sell signal on Bitcoin this morning at 105.7, a sell signal for Bitcoin. And I'm just like, no, I'm not selling my Bitcoin at 105. Sorry. Rajiv had this a nice tweet about Jasmy, sort of summarizing the whole Internet of Things that the Jasmy Corporation is doing. And I added a little more than this about how the Jasmy token is actually used for data storage. So that's the Jasmy use case. If you're interested in that, we can talk more about it, or you can just follow a Rajiv Anand Spur on X. Kevin had this great tweet, how Dogecoin pulled an 8x from the summer of 2022 to now in a market where Bitcoin dominance was rising, interest rates were rising, Liquidity was being sucked out of the market, and Dogecoin still did an 800% gain from June 22 to December of 2024. 800% gain. With all of those bad things happening, Doge was able to do that. That's how convincing a bull market is. Now, what do you think is going to happen when interest rates are being reduced? Liquidity is being added back into the market, and Bitcoin dominance is dropping. What's going to happen to Dogecoin's price then? That's what we're waiting for. Awesome post by Kev. Awesome post. Talked about altcoin Sherpa, just saying, hey, ETH starting to wake up. Kind of a good one. And then we've got Crypto Rover looking at Bitcoin dominance. Is this the point where it finally turns down? We see ETH and then the alts take off and Bitcoin dominance drops below 50%, maybe back into this 40% range. I kind of don't think that's going to happen. Not down to 40, maybe break below 50. I don't see 40. Bitcoin has so much going for it now. But we'll see. You never know. You never know. So that's what we started with as an overview, were those things. Yeah, there were some Dogecoin articles too, and we covered these. There was this one was really good. Some great quotes in here about Doge. So if you're interested in that, yeah, about 5 minutes into the stream at the beginning, I went through all of that. So you can go back and visit that. And you're welcome for the update. I have never tried Johnny Walker Blue. Cohen, I want to do that. And that'll be my next bottle of Johnny Walker, will be a blue. And I will try that out. Big pump was in March. March would be 1 year for longer term sale. Yeah, in 2024, started right at the end of February and pumped through March. That was last year. Sheeb did the same. Sheeb's doing nothing now. Nothing. And I want to sell my Sheeb. But yeah, we go back to this huge run that Sheeb had, end of February into March. This giant Sheeb run. And now looking back on it, it was just like, yeah, why didn't I sell? But no coulda, woulda, shouldas, right? Nobody knew. Nobody knew. But yeah, I'm going to have to sell my Sheeb. And I don't think I'm even going to get up here to 0.00003. Be lucky to get to 0.002 right now, the way Sheeb's going. So that's disappointing. That just means I have to sell more Doge, unfortunately. But Dogecoin in that same time frame, you see what Dogecoin did back in March. We thought that, I mean, look at it compared to Sheeb, right? Sheeb's half the value from the top in March, right? Sheeb is half the value, even less. Doge is almost double the value. That shows you the different directions that Doge went versus Sheeb from March of 2024. So yeah, that Sheeb purchase I made, just waiting for that next huge run that never happened. Hey, you can't win them all, right? Can't win them all. But I wasn't counting on buying Jasmy, and I ended up buying Jasmy, and I did a 10x. So I still believe in having a diversified portfolio, but it's going to be less diversified for me going forward. It'll be less diversified. That's the only change I'll make between this current bull run and next bull run, is I'm not going to be buying as many alts. But hey, that's just me. You're ready to tiger out. Tiger out. Interesting term. Enog, I have a BitGet wallet, 150 USDT. Oh, you're one of those guys. No. See ya. We do not do that. And there I even started to read the guy's comment. Man, he had me. He had me. I thought he was asking about how I can help him transfer, but no, he's a scammer. Gone. Anybody that's posting their seed phrase online, whether it's a YouTube comment or something in the chat, that's a scam. Absolute scam. Good afternoon, Ryan. With X money due to appear, seems like that 2026 might be when crypto. Yeah, maybe. It might take a while for that to happen. K1, I will do my February price prediction for Dogecoin on Saturday. So you got to wait for Saturday. Kins, not only your new home, but also a Range Rover. Doge. $45, sure. Mark that. I'll write an article that says $60 Doge, okay? Doesn't mean it's going to happen. I could write a great article and come up with all these reasons why Doge will be $60. Doesn't change anything. Johnny Walker Blue, super smooth. I can't wait to taste it. Hypothetical, if you were in sell mode with Doge, what's the price you'd be looking for? I would take a little slice at 40 cents probably, and then another slice at 50 cents, then another slice at 60 cents. Again, there'd just be slices. I wouldn't sell it all at one price. You don't know what's going to happen. Thank you, Aussie. Appreciate you being here as well. Thanks for the support. Dogecoin is the sheep killer. Nice. Yes. How the tables have turned, haven't they? Dogecoin to surpass Bitcoin XRP in daily adoption and popularity. Well, I'm certainly, popularity is going to be a tough one. I mean, Bitcoin is out there. Everybody talks about Bitcoin. XRP is still not publicly known outside of crypto circles, except in the finance world. The general public has no idea what XRP is. But they may have heard about Bitcoin. They may have heard about Dogecoin, but they don't know what XRP is. See ya. You rolled your sheep into Doge and XRP a while ago. The whole metaverse thing, I know. Agreed. Again, Sally's dream, I cannot tell you what's going to happen. I do expect it to go higher, but there's no guarantees. That's why I sold half. I sold half earlier today on Jasmy, and I would like it to go higher so that the second half that I sell is at a higher price, and also for you and other Jasmy holders, so you are more profitable. I want everybody to win. We just don't know what's going to happen. So right now it's a little over the price I sold at. But again, I'm in a selling mode right now. So I got to start taking profits. Hello, Zach. How are you? Aussie, you're waiting for 69 cents. First target. Not a bad number. Not a bad number. There it is. Breaking news. Esteemed crypto analyst. $60 Doge. I should write the article. I should actually write it. And I could come up with all this scientific and technical analysis. I could do Fibonacci line, like all of this stuff. And it'll get published somewhere. But I'm not going to do that. Supra had a good day. I still haven't been able to buy it. Crypto.com did not list it. So it's not on any of my exchanges. You're thinking of selling SHIB for XRP. I don't know what's going to happen with SHIB. I have no idea. Is it going to go on a run, anything like it did last March? It's just been really weak. I got 2 more weeks. I need SHIB to do something. Do something. I should start beating it with a stick, right? Just do something. Come on, do something. Not happy with that choice I made about SHIB. But that's what we got. I didn't sell any Doge when it reached 47, but now thinking selling some at 40. Yeah. There is a narrative out there where Bitcoin dominance drops very quickly now. If ETH really starts to wake up and we see a big run in ETH. It's not over though. It'll just go down and then it'll come back again. That's funny. KB looking at 48-cent Doge. Hashtag satire. There you go. That's all I need. Or maybe one of those like rolling on the floor laughing emojis. Just put that in there. Grok said 99 cents. Well, Grok is always right, isn't it? Is Grok always right? Afternoon, Raul. How are you? XCN. Is it starting to die out? I haven't looked at it. I was expecting it to die out. Yeah, that might have been it. That might have been it. The big Onyx coin run. No doubt. From the 15th of January, 1,500%. Who sold up here at 4.5 cents? That would have been a good time to take profits, right? Now it's at 3.5. I don't know. And what was the other one? That was still running. Yeah, we looked at XLM. Yeah, there's the Onyx coin there. No, I guess that's about it. That's about it. The whole market seems to be quieting down now, doesn't it? From this afternoon. Earlier this afternoon, it just seemed like my ears were like it was loud. There's a lot of things going on. And now it just seems quiet. I don't know. Kind of weird. Yeah, Yeely. I sold some today. A little bit Jasmy. My Harmony 1 out. And Superverse. Superverse was the other one. If you guys didn't see Superverse. I was waiting for $1 and it reached $1. So I sold it like here, 101, somewhere in here. I should probably circle that on here. This was my Superverse sale. It was right there. So I'm out of Superverse now. Because you zoom out though and you're like, oh yeah, I could have sold up here. But I wasn't selling back then. But I got it on the green candle. right up here. So I sold that too. No more Superverse. If every one of you will start selling SHIB, it will never make it. Have some patience. Yeah, well, I'm running out of time to buy my house, so I am selling mine. You have a new meme, Max? I don't know what your new meme is. I seem to have luck. SHIB will probably just rocket the day before you need to sell. All right. I'll count on that. I'll take that. Yeah, where are our Temu friends? You want a physical Dogecoin? You mean like this? I keep playing with mine. You want one of those? I had my giveaway. Remember that Derek won? Should probably get some more of these. Have some more giveaways, right? Amazon.com. That's where I got mine. Just Amazon. It's nice to have. Are we winning? Yes, we are winning, Giordani. We are winning. The bull market is playing out not exactly like I predicted, but pretty well. I did not expect Bitcoin's dominance to continue for so long. That I didn't expect. I thought we would start to see Ethereum to show strength by now, and it hasn't been. So that took me off guard. XRP going up like it did, I didn't predict that as much as it has, but now that the news has come out about what it's doing, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Very quiet. Don't you feel it, Christian? I do. I just feel that it all quieted down. But it does that sometime. Markets do that. Quiet, almost too quiet. Any day now, going to see that God candle. I would love it to be during my live stream too. I'm definitely waiting for that. Be careful. It's a trap. It's so quiet you can hear a fart going. Okay, that is the comment of the day right there. That's the comment of the day. You win, AJ. Yes, Ron, please, Shiba gods, make SHIB go up. Come on, you ETH whales. Let's just buy a bunch of SHIB. Pepe is already the next SHIB. 2024 was the year of the Pepe. It went up like 1,300%. And SHIB did nothing. So yeah, that's already happened. A temp hotel. No, we're good, Daydream. I got a little in reserve. We'll just put it that way. But I'm just trying to save my Dogecoin. I want these other alts to go up. So when I sell them, I can save as much Dogecoin as I can. Magic 8 Ball, right? Oh, man. Will SHIB rocket the day before Kriss needs to sell? That is the Magic 8 Ball question. Will SHIB rocket the day before Kriss needs to sell? Come on, Magic 8 Ball. Reply hazy. Try again. Reply hazy. Try again. The Magic 8 Ball cannot see clearly. Oh, Ryan. Hazy. We have to ask again. Will Sheeb rocket up the day before I need to sell? Magic 8 Ball, what do you say? As I see it, yes. As I see it, yes. On the second try. Magic 8 Ball. Thank you. Let's go, Sheeb. Let's go. Bitcoin dominance, ETH dominance, Tether dominance, USDC dominance. Well, ETH dominance is like in the tank right now. Peak. I still think we're going to see $3 peak, but again, I said it's going to take a while. New project. 33, 34 cents right now. It peaked. Yeah, it kind of does its own thing. It had this big dip here. Big dip here this morning. I don't know what that was. Somebody must have done some market order and for selling, and somebody bought it way down here. That's my guess. Got to be very careful with market orders, particularly if you're on, this is on MEXC, low liquidity on this, still trading. Got to be very careful with market orders. Somebody wanted to sell it way up here, just did a quick market order, and somebody was sitting down here with a bid. Got to be careful with those market orders. Limit orders is the way to go. Hey, Adam, my price prediction for February is coming out on Saturday. In 2 days. You're holding 2 separate bags of Dogecoin, Dave. Big bag is an 11-cent average. The other bag is 34. A lot of people think Doge is going a lot higher than the 40s, Dave. It depends on your willingness to wait it out and see what happens. Doing a live stream from inside a home purchased with Doge is going to be legendary. Well, Doge is part of it, but the biggest part of it is Doge. Yes. But I mean, Jasmy helped a lot. Sui is going to help a lot. Got a lot of help from some other cryptos as well. But Doge is the number one. Not the first millionaire, of course, a big supporter. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Stellar, boss. I don't know. I don't know why it went on this big run here this morning. Nothing particular in the news that I saw. Physical Dogecoins are everywhere. Yep. Get a heap, hand them out. Doge. It's a fun thing to have. Fart coin can be the official currency of Mars because there's methane. Coffee AI. What do you mean Doge is on the downside? It's up. Up. Yesterday we were down here at 32 cents. Now we're up here at 33 cents. Higher lows, man. Higher lows. Again, short time frame, but higher lows. We get over this yellow line at 34 cents. Now we're talking. Now we're starting to move. Just saying. It's a green 7-day, Peter. Oh, so that's the week, right? Yeah, we go to the weekly. Nope. We're red right now. Again, that's only since Sunday. Again, we need to see that yellow line. That's 34 cents. We need to get up near that to have a green week. So we wait. And we wait. The month, however, green. The monthly is green. And we looked at that here. We're up 5% for the month of January right now with Dogecoin. That's not red, that's green. Green. I mean, it's not 48 cents. I know that. We talk about that. LFG. Yep. With the 7-cent average, at least a 5x, right, to 35 cents. Not quite the 10x I got on Jasmy, but I didn't buy anywhere near as much Jasmy as I did Doge. But yeah. Even if you make it out at $20, I can say I know a Doge millionaire. Oh, thank you. H-bar, Pavlos, all in on H-bar. Well, you do know H-bar's all-time high price, don't you? Its all-time high is 57 cents. Doge is 73. Algorand's is, what was Algorand's? Well, not including the launch, almost $3 for Algo. So out of those three, H-bar is the one that was furthest away from reaching $1. Doge was closer, and Algorand already hit $1. Of course, there were a lot more Algo tokens at that time, which is why I think it's going to be tough for Algorand to see $1 this cycle. But good luck. Good luck with your H-bar. I already sold mine. That was my deposit on the house, was my H-bar. I sold. Actually, H-bar almost came down to my sell price, which was, it was over a week ago. Yeah, right there. It was over 30 cents. I didn't know it was going to keep going up the next day, but you do the best you can, taking profits. Sheep army, lots of casualties. If $1 is to the moon, what's Mars? Exactly. What represents Mars? Kevin is in China celebrating New Year. Happy Year of the Snake. I hope you received many red envelopes while you were there. I can't wait to visit China myself. That is going to be awesome. So Happy New Year. AJ sold all the other coins for Doge. So you're all in Doge. Not a bad place to be. What's going to be my first purchase after the house? Travel. I'm not buying any other big things. Well, at least, actually, my biggest first purchase is going to be the capital gains tax on my profits on my crypto sales, which we do April 2026. And it's going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. in capital gains taxes. Ouch. So that is going to be my biggest first purchase. I got to save for that. And I got to make sure I have that. Otherwise, the IRS is going to come looking for KrissPax and drag him off to jail. People don't think about those taxes, but they're real. Got to pay them. That's why I hope Eric Trump can convince Daddy to say no taxes, no capital gains taxes on crypto, please, Daddy, please. Which will even apply to your Trump token. And then Don will be like, oh, okay, sure. Let's do it. Yeah, the Trump token not doing very well. Doge wallpaper? Man, no. Ms. KrissPax will not allow that, which is fine. Sailor going to be Blackstone event since he's been listed on the cover of Forbes? No. No, and it's called a Black Swan, but no. Just because those others were on, that doesn't mean that's going to happen to Michael Saylor. The black one with the Doge face on Kriss's merch store. Well, for those that don't know, I do have a merch store, which is in the comments below. If you're interested in some Doge stuff, Doge-related stuff, we have some fun. We got the Rocket Doge. We've got the cool Doge. Always a lot of fun. Another Doge with sunglasses. We got the nice Dogecoin with the Dogecoin logo. Again, onesies for the new babies. We got mugs, short sleeve, long sleeve, tank. Got a bunch of stuff here. The Dogecoin itself, very cool. A few fun like conspiracy theory things. We've got the Mars. Yes, uncovering a big Dogecoin on Mars. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. And for those, if you need a Bitcoin, we got Bitcoin too. We have just the Doge itself, if you want just the Doge. And then we have the Doge logo, dog with coins, and what I call Radius Doge. Lots of good styles. Check out the merch store. A lot of fun with Dogecoin. And they're good quality. I have a few things of my own. Here's my mug, Radius Doge mug that I have. And I've got a few shirts as well. And they are. Unfortunately, the store does not accept Dogecoin as payment. I've talked to them about it and they say no crypto. But still, spreading the love of Dogecoin. Max, Doge, Fetch, HBAR, and DOT. Still holding out hope for DOT, huh? Polkadot goes on these little runs every now and then, but there's not a lot of people building on Polkadot. But good luck with it. John is a proud American. Trump's going to make us great again. Yeah, it's going to be painful along the way, and the Democrats are just going to fight him all along the way. But he's ready for it. Crypto has a delay. Too much good news, opposite effects. Let the servers catch up. The sheep army went over to XRP. That makes sense. That's where the money was. It wasn't in SHIB. Yeah, 61 was a tough price to buying Trump tokens. Sorry about that. I make weird noises. Awesome. Hope you enjoy them. Oh, we're having fun. I know Elizabeth Warren's just... Well, I'm stuck with her for about 6 more years now because she beat Deaton in the fall. Not my senator. Can I do a hashtag? Elizabeth Warren, not my senator. Can we get to 200 likes? I don't know, guys. What do you think? Over 300 viewers? Need 28 more likes? That would be nice. Thanks for the suggestion, Daydream. Been rough out there? Yeah, this past month and a half has not been great for alts. But you look at it, and Bitcoin is still a $105,000 price for Bitcoin. $105,000 for a Bitcoin. Its all-time high is just 109. It's not that far away. So all the negativity, I'm just like, yeah, alts got hit a little harder. Yeah. But crypto's not going anywhere. No Lux, how are you? Like and subscribe. Thank you, Raul. Yeah, while you're down there hitting the like button, hit that subscribe button too, if you haven't already. You got the Doge Rocket t-shirt and the Radius Doge hoodie. Nice. Take a picture and post it on X and tag me. That would be awesome. Take a picture. You don't have to be in it if you don't want to show your face. But yeah, post it on X and tag me. And I will repost it. It'll be fun. That's for any of you who have bought any merch from my store. If you do the same, that'll be awesome. Quantum computing is making me good returns. All right, Elliot. How about Bonk? I know, Adam, right? I still own my Bonk too. Ah, Bonk. Come on, man. I mean, the Bonk chart is just bad. From 59 down to 25, lost over half of its value. We had a nice little run here on Sunday. I did not sell. I didn't sell. Why didn't Kriss sell on that pump? That would have been a great sale right there. So I need another one of those. Let's go Bonk. Let's go. Our family Christmas photo this year, we all had Doge shirts. And then it dumped. Well, you can thank Jerome Powell for that. I didn't put much into it, but it would be nice to at least get the money back. Bonk used to go up spontaneously, 20 to 30%. I just need one more. Just one more of those. Why do you say that, Premsty? I'm still confident in Dogecoin this cycle, and we will see higher prices. Liked. I know. RFK, he's pretty strong. I mean, he's an attorney. He knows how to debate, and he knows his stuff. And these senators don't know their stuff. They're reading off of their cue cards, right? Every senator has a topic that they're going to talk about, and they don't know it like Bobby does. You went off on her in some post about Bobby? Yeah. Yeah. Starting on your bathroom refurb? I'm glad you made your profit on Trump. I'm a little down on mine. I didn't buy a lot. 100 Trump tokens. See what happens. Yeah, and what happened to all those AI cryptos? Don't hear about them anymore. Dogecoin is sleeping. That's true too, DB. At this point, a lot of people aren't spending their Doge because they're expecting more pumps. Oh, not mad. Not mad. It's all good. If you can tip on X with Dogecoin, people will be buying Dogecoin. At least we know next Fed meeting, they're going to lower interest rates. So from now until then, we expect a rebound. Well, let's see what they say. What do they say? Next FOMC meeting is in 47 days. Tick tock, tick tock. It's 82%. Right now, it's 82% no rate cut. 18% rate cut. How about that? 82% no rate cut is the forecast right now. So an interest rate cut is not automatic. Unfortunately, not automatic. Doge to 41. I'd like that, Ryan. Let's make that happen, huh? Jean, Doge asleep for 2 months? No, that's going to be the summer. Doge will go to sleep during the summer, take a little nap, but not February. Trump wants lower rates. But Jerome was asked that question yesterday, wasn't he? And he said, not influenced by the executive branch or any elected politician. The Fed is independent, makes their decisions based on the data. It's all about the data. What are my thoughts on Cardano? I feel like it's one of those coins that's going to come out of nowhere. I believe that as well, Random. And Cardano was trading very strong here earlier in the month, but it's just kind of petered out. So, but this was a huge run on 1st of January through the 3rd. And so everyone was saying easy $2, Cardano then, and it just sold off, traded back up, sold off. I think I'm just looking for one more trade up and then I'm selling. But could it get to $2? Maybe. It's just not looking that strong. Hey, Ryan, I sold all my gold and silver for bills. The timing isn't always there, is it? Thanks to Doge, Kriss will not be getting taken advantage by interest rates. That is true. Buying a house cash is so much easier than buying with a mortgage. So much easier. That is true. No mortgage rates, no mortgage payments, no bank owning my house. Now let's get through February 1st, Paper Chaser, before we start talking about May. I gave my overall yearly price prediction for Doge, and you can check that out. I made that 4 weeks ago. I made that video, and you can find it on my YouTube channel. Just search for 2025 price prediction, and it'll come right up. I don't remember what I said exactly for May. I think if I recall, I probably said something like early May, we might start seeing a dip, the beginning of the summer, something like that. Yep. Powell is clever. Things change. Agreed, Elliot. Things do change. Well, the law changed, right? That previous SAB executive order got pulled. So institutional ETFs, that just opens up the door for a lot more buying. And I don't think the Dogecoin ETF is going to be approved till like October. So we have a long ways to wait. But if Elon announced something like X money, but as I said, he's going to accept fiat first. I don't know about XRP. Jean, I don't know. The XRP army is out there like floating all these rumors about XRP on X, and there's no proof of that. Elon has never talked about XRP. So who knows? Who knows? Not only Pengu, but a lot of other of those meme tokens that everybody was all hyped on weeks ago are all trading down, including the Trump token. Kilmar's going to buy Trump token on the pullback. Yeah, I can't imagine he would let it dump. It's got his name on it. Exactly. Why would XRP be accepted first? And XRP isn't even made to be a currency like that. It's supposed to be like a SWIFT, which is how banks like transfer money between countries. That's what XRP is for. Visa will work with X money. Visa works with XRP. Oh, so you're just putting two separate things together. But that doesn't mean Elon is going to do that. I mean, you've got Elon here, right? Elon has only talked about Dogecoin. If you watch my video from this morning, I have the direct quote from Elon from just under a year ago, where he says Dogecoin is the people's currency and he will continue to support Dogecoin. That's what Elon said. He's never even mentioned XRP. So I go with Elon. I don't know what to think about the Trump token, Gavin. I still have my 100 tokens. We'll see what happens. I'm not into NFTs. And when they made that Pengu token, people made money on it. I hope you got out with a profit. Because again, it's just another meme token. Yes, urban. Massachusetts is one of the most liberal states in the country. Left leaning. And they love Elizabeth Warren, even though she's done diddly squat for our state. She hasn't done anything. She has not led any legislation in Congress that has passed. you imagine that? She's been in Congress for decades, and she has never been the lead on any piece of legislation that got passed. It's like, so what are you doing? And you always vote Democrat. You've never crossed the aisle. You've never been bipartisan in anything. Not my senator. That's what I say. Keep on stacking, folks. Yes, indeed. Sui on the verge of breaking out. I don't know about what Desi Agents is, but I know Sui. You bought one Trump token just to watch it. Bought a couple more to average down. It's so new, who knows? That is true. Exactly, that same thing. Elon posted that Keck, meme about that game he was playing, and the whole Pepe crowd thought Pepe was going to be used on X. It was just like, no. And Elon said Doge to Mars just a couple weeks ago. There's so much happening for all the markets with Trump in office. Strategy for the economy should push everything upwards. But it's going to be pain along the way. This whole tariffs thing. I mean, he's going to and then he says abolish the IRS. I don't know. It's going to be a battle. Democrats are going to battle him on everything. But he does have a slight advantage in both houses, both the House and the Senate. And as long as he gets all the Republicans to all line up, he can push through legislation. So we'll see. It won't be anything that Elizabeth Warren pens, that's for sure. Anything she drafts up over the next 4 years will not pass. She had the last 4 years with a Biden administration, and at least one of the branches or one of the houses was Democrat. Nothing from Warren. That's a good point too. Elon didn't make a government organization called XRP. Exactly. Yes, but also, Jean, if Doge hit $3, ETH would be a higher price too. Doge isn't going to go up that much without ETH moving as well. So I've always said Bitcoin, ETH, Dogecoin, top 3 makes perfect sense. Yeah, throw XRP in there too, fine. XRP can be number 4. That can happen. That can still happen. Dogecoin was briefly number 4 back in 2021 on May 7th. It was the 4th largest cryptocurrency. So that could happen again. Had a talk with my GC. He's saying they already bid jobs starting in 2 years, but the cost of labor is going to skyrocket. That could be. Yep, that could be. With immigration, if people are in the country legally, they're not going anywhere. So that only affects illegals, and illegals shouldn't be working for a general contractor. Labor rates are going to go up anyway. He should have already factored in some inflation for the next 2 years. So that should have already been factored in. If the government cuts the labor in federal agencies by, let's say, 20%, there's a lot bigger labor pool. Those are probably not the people that are going to work for a general contractor, but still. So I don't think it's going to be that bad. Not what people are saying. I think that's a lot of FUD that's getting thrown out there by the Democrats, Daydream. That's all FUD. The labor rates are just going to escalate on a yearly basis as they always do. I don't think there's going to be a big spike. Material costs, we'll see on the tariff thing, but again, it's good for America. But again, if you're buying all your drywall from China because it's a little cheaper, it's probably a cheaper material too, because it's Chinese drywall. And hopefully the tariff thing is just the stick, like I said earlier, right? It's just the big negotiating stick. We'll see how all that plays out, though. The bull cycle is suppressed due to the excessive sabotage on leverage trades. The leverage trades have absolutely killed momentum. Not so much on the interest rates, but the leverage trades. Yeah, and we've been watching them. And we've been watching them get wiped out any chance those market makers have to killing price, and they're doing it. You want more production in the US. Yeah, but you know what? That takes time. It takes time to build plants. There's nothing immediate there. To build the plants and build the additional warehouses and all of that for new US goods, that all takes time. But we should do it. People still believe in Solana. I know. All the fake numbers, all the memes. Is that what Solana is? Elon isn't exactly leaving us crumbs to guess with. Someday, I think Doge can hit number 3 for a short moment. Yeah, I would agree with that. With Elon's love for Doge, the new Doge department, and other criteria surrounding Doge, I think there's going to be a massive spike down the road. There's now some discussion about like this blockchain technology. You know, Dogecoin has its own blockchain. Just saying. Yeah, if you're bidding on a project, you can't add a lot of padding because typically the lowest bid wins. I know. Yeah, Litecoin had a little pump earlier. It kind of died off a bit. But yeah, that was a nice pump this morning. Up to 133. Touched 134. I still have a little Litecoin in my PayPal account. No tax on tips. Can I comment on the Megal stock again? Sure, Sonic. I love talking about Megal. All you crypto guys don't understand this Megal stock, but it is just the funniest thing in the world. And I've been swing trading this thing for years, and it's just making free money. Let's see. Megal is now at 53 cents. Once it gets back to 49 cents, I'm going to buy some more. And then when it goes up over 60 cents, I'll sell. Last time it spiked up, and I forget what I was doing, but I didn't see it. And after market, it kept going higher and higher, and it was up over $1. And I sold it for $1.23. Again, I don't put big money into it, but it's like free money. And it's just about down to the buy price again. And I'll buy it again. Just free money. Sometimes it takes a week. Sometimes it takes a month before it takes off again, but it does it every time. It's like this 8-person Chinese shell company. I don't know. No tax on tips. Drywall. Nice urban drywall. You have not seen my Dogecoin yearly prediction, Trey Tug. You have to watch that. It's a video I made 4 weeks ago. It's on my channel. Just go onto my channel here and just do a search on 2025 price prediction. And there it is, right at the top. Dogecoin 2025 price prediction. And you watch that and you'll know exactly when I think the top will be for Dogecoin this year. You hope the new administration makes responsible changes. Both sides work together. Never going to happen. It's becoming more divisive, unfortunately. Jean says Q4. Did you watch my price prediction video? What's Megal? Oh, it's the Magic Empire, Sally. It's the Magic Empire. It's called free money if you know what you're doing. It's the Magic Empire. And I do my part just to keep it magic. The funniest thing. The Magic Empire. Magic Empire Global Limited. Why would you call a company that? Where do you get Megal? You can trade it on Robinhood. Robinhood. It's a stock, not a crypto. Let's trade on Robinhood. Low liquidity. You can't buy a lot at any one time. But when it starts moving, it moves. ETF approval, X money. Doge has its own chain. All good. And who knows, maybe Elon will turn on the switch for accepting Dogecoin as payment for Tesla cars. It's already written in the code. Just got to turn on the switch. All good. All right, gang. Hey, look, Dogecoin is curling up here again. How do we feel about that? Ready to go on a run tonight, maybe, for Dogecoin? What's Bitcoin doing? Slowly coming up. ETH, also coming up. Litecoin. Everything is starting to turn around again. We could have a good night for trading. VeChain. I need all of these to rocket up tonight. That would be awesome. Awesome. So, yeah, hope everyone has a great evening. I'm going to be live again tomorrow, Friday. So make sure to join in on the Friday live stream. We do more AMA stuff. We venture off the world of crypto for a little bit. It always ends up going back, though, because we just love Doge and crypto so much. But we have a lot of fun on Fridays as well. I hope everyone has a great evening. Make sure that you hit the likes and subscribe. Appreciate all that. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It's at an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.